7:30 in the morning. Might as well wake the neighborhood up, right? Best thing about a Chevy, I don't have to get in. I just have to let's get the heater going. Might as well, just to look cool, turn the cab lights. Back in the house to start the day. Boys and girls, it's actually another video of 2021. Oh boy. So on today's episode of An Hour a Day Keeps the Crazies Away, I'm just gonna mess with this a little bit. I have been trying to figure out this Dash 20 lower AN hose. Obviously, it's a tight squeeze. You can just tell looking at everything. This actually comes back. This can go in. This can come a little further, which gives us a little more space. Trying to adjust stuff one-handed in film, not the easiest, but ta-da! Yeah, so we got the space there. This can go in a little bit. I did mark this because I'm gonna probably cut this and then just weld a beaded section on. We're all good there. I did start drilling the holes for the wastegate, and I need to mark this side still. But I roughly lost my motivation about there because I realized the lower radiator hose was not going to be easy. It was actually going to be very, very hard. We did weld on that Dash 20 AN fitting before, so I'm going to do 90. I'm thinking I'm going to relief a little bit of this metal out here. So pop in down here, and just a little of this inner fender will get pulled out. And when we do, it will be obviously less of a kink on that line. Once the line has a little bit less of a kink, I'll feel better. I did actually at one point have it coming up and over and through here, and I'm not a fan of that, even though it is a straight shot. Wouldn't be so bad. Still gotta keep cleaning stuff up. But what I'm thinking is this 45 will come off of the factory outlet. I'll weld a AN fitting on there, obviously, and then you can see the hoses are pretty close, more or less where that mark is, as I need to mark out some space. And then obviously pull this piece off, throw the 45 on the nail, and like I said, we would weld on one of those fittings. And supposedly I have a bunch of them laying around, but oh, I do. Like I said, parts galore. I made a huge batch order of all of the T-bolt clamps that I needed. I got actually like 4 or 5 of these. I just don't know where they're all floating. I have everything to do the S10. But thinking this morning about letting the Envoy just sit while I get the S10 going again. Wait, flip-flop that. Envoy's that way, S10's that way. So getting the S10 running while I let the Envoy sit, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go buy a motor, throw the Envoy back together, and keep it on 10 pounds, lower the timing a little bit so it's not as aggressive, sell it. Take that money, invest it in, you know, the house, myself, the channel, and this guy. I'm really starting to enjoy this guy, but with us only having an hour left, I wanna at least get the steering stabilizer on. It's just a rough country stock steering stabilizer replacement. I got new hardware for it, and then while we're out there, PAC80 relay. You mount this, one battery to this side, one battery to this side. One of these posts down here gets a switch 12 volt, which I'll run off of the relay box, and I'll put like the auxiliary label on it, and then the other one is just a ground. That will allow me to have a switched battery connection. So I'll have 2 batteries on a switch, essentially, on the relay box. Instead of linking them together where they can drain each other, etc., etc., I'm gonna go ahead and made this quickie little cable, then we'll throw this one on. So let's get these out there, get it mapped out, get the battery on. We'll have dual batteries, start on the steering stabilizer, see if we can get all this done within the hour, and then go pick up the kiddo from school. I know you hate to focus. I hate you too. Let's see. I got 30 minutes. So it's taking me 30 minutes. And I'm gonna throw the steering stabilizer on real quick. Positive. Follows along. Goes over to the PAC80. The other side of the PAC80 goes to this positive. We have the relay box treeing one side, ground on the other. So that means when I turn the relay box on, it will connect both batteries. Theoretically, with one dead battery, as long as I have accessory power to turn this battery on, I could actually then turn the relay board on, connect that battery to itself, and then just start it. So, simple. I gotta snip a couple zip tie ends. I'm probably gonna throw another bolt on the other side of that to hold it down a little better. But now, let's go ahead and, I'm pretty sure if I just go like this. Yep. Ta-da! Let's get this guy out, get this guy on, and then go pick up the kiddo from school, come home, cut up an S10, make a lower radiator hose. An hour a day, more like an hour and a half, but a little bit of something. Bam. Pulled out. New in. 11 minutes. Stupid camera. There we go. Try that again. Old out. New in. 11 minutes. I'm good with that. 11 minutes is not bad. I'm gonna tidy this all up, throw the tools in the house, get this all closed up, make sure everything's snugged, shit looks good, tidied up, head out, grab the kiddo, and then back. And like I said, cut up an S10, film a little more, and probably call that a day. Short stuff, little stuff, hour a day. Keeps the crazies away. Home from getting the kiddo, dug around a little bit. Found some more of those Dash 20 bungs that I was talking about, and I grabbed a couple of my stock water necks. Let's see if I can mock this up one-handed. So, stock water neck goes like that. Obviously, I would cut it off at a little bit of an angle, and I'd try to keep this in mind, but it's going to be close as is. So what I'm thinking is, go ahead and grab something to use as a scribe and listen to the puppies bark. Thinking, and just go down like that. Just make a nice U shape. Give this hose a little bit of more flex. Looking in here, I'm not worried about the clearance. I can make a cool little panel or something like that. It's more of a race truck than anything. It just lets me get the lower radiator hose done. I'm not actually worried about the upper. I have the camera mounted there right now, but it's just a straight shot. It should be pretty easy. Flex hose, something like that. Let's get this going, and then I can pull these injectors out. Get those and these extra ones I have shipped off to Hunter from Hunter Tuned, helping him out with so he can get some decaps going in his inventory. But yeah, let's just continue on with that little bit of an hour a day thing. Probably won't weld the fitting on in this video. Probably do that tonight off camera or something like that. But I at least want to get the hole cut, and then the hose are roughly cut out, 45 on the end of it, have an idea where we're gonna land, and then I can start mocking up some more of the 10,000 boxes that we have laying around everywhere. I mean, it's just getting out of hand. I can't even use the top of my toolbox right now because there's just parts everywhere. So let's jump back into a little bit of work. Progress, 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 guys. 2021, year of progress. Oh, now you just saw on the GoPro me getting my butt kicked by these Dash 20 AN lines. Usually I could get all my AN lines to bottom out. These leave like, it's not gonna focus, like 2 threads visible. Scares me. Normally I wouldn't even bother putting this together like this. Set the camera down. But the only reason that I feel confident in this is I can't rotate the fitting as much as I want. It bends the fitting before it rotates it. I mean, I can rotate the swivel of the fitting, but I can't rotate the hose in there. So, I mean, I've never assembled this big of a line before. I've assembled plenty of 10 and 8 and, you know, some 16, but never 20. So I got the 90 on, 45 on this side. Hop out here real fast and get you guys set up in a nice little spot. Stupid thing, decided to cut off in the middle. Okay, set this like this for a minute. Swing down to this side. It's gonna go that way, so I automatically know. Ooh, wait. That's gonna have to go like that. Okay. Keep it down. Get the 90 threaded on. Oop. Let's back it up just a little so I can swing it right there. Oh yeah, I can do this. I'm not worried about this at all, guys. Hand snug the lower fitting. Yeah, I'll just cut that at an angle. Cool. Okay. Get you guys in a visible spot. So what I'll do is I'll cut this fitting off at an angle. And when I do, that's gonna set the 45 up like that. I'll obviously make some sort of lower tie bracket or something that's gonna hold everything in place. But that is a lower hose. Yeah, it wraps around the frame rail. I mean, it's gonna be finger and a half away right there. Whatever. The gate will come straight up. No power steering. Got that all trimmed. Which, by the way, took like 10 cut-off wheels and 2 Sawzall blades to cut the bottom of that. Insane. I think tonight I will run to O'Reilly's once wifey gets home, and I'll grab the non-power steering belt that I need for that. Just thinking. I know I need to get a tie rod end, or a rod end for the steering of the K30. I believe that's where a little bit of my death wobble's coming from. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna probably mark up that for the fitting for the Dash 20. Like I said, I found a handful of those thankfully, so mark that fitting up. Maybe cut it. I might move all this junk out of the way so I can get the TIG welder ready and actually weld that. Maybe tonight, tomorrow, I don't know. I do happen to have a green balled up tungsten already in there and my AC cup on there, so maybe we'll weld it tonight, but we're gonna call that progress for the day. We got the dual battery set up, we got the steering stabilizer done, drove there to the school to pick up the kid, felt a little better, but obviously that shimmy's a little more than I want still, so we're gonna do the rod end, maybe get it aligned or something, but we'll figure all that out later. With that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Remember, an hour a day is keeping the crazy away. Average Joe Builds, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. A little bit of time, a little bit of effort goes a long way, right? Catch you guys next time.